While pet cloning gains popularity, would you believe people are spending tens of thousands of dollars to clone their deceased pets? Well, it's happening. And here to share why she had her beloved dog Willow cloned is Courtney. Welcome to the show, Courtney.
Thank you so much.
Courtney, tell us, what made you decide to have your dog cloned?
Well, Willow was a really dear dog to me. She was my first wolf dog. And we had a really special connection right before she even turned 2 years old. She got hit by a car, which was super, super traumatic for me and put me in a really, really dark place. And it was just like probably, I would honestly say, the worst day of my life. So pretty traumatic.
Oh, Courtney, I'm so sorry to hear that.
We are sorry, and we all have lost pets. It's very, very traumatic.
Courtney, explain how this cloning process works to us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I found out that you can actually, after a dog passes away, within 72 hours, you can actually collect a skin sample and collect DNA from that skin sample. So they have that skin sample, they basically culture the sample, very, science elemented in a petri dish. They culture the sample, they take as many thousands of DNA cells as they can. And then basically once they're ready, they implant those cells because they're already full DNA. They implant it into an empty egg, and similarly to IVF with humans, it's the same process. So they basically do IVF except in a dog, and then there's a surrogate, similar to how that also happens with humans. And then there's a 2-month gestation period, everything is normal, and then they have a normal litter.
So in sum, you take DNA from your pet. This was done in the form of a tissue biopsy. It can be as simple as a skin biopsy. So you have a surrogate animal. They create fertilized eggs. Then you have this fertilized egg. The DNA is erased from those eggs, and the DNA that you got from your pet, in this case Willow, is inserted in its place. So the altered eggs are then implanted back into that surrogate animal, and ideally will carry that egg to term and deliver a healthy litter of puppies.
Now, Courtney, we have to know, how much did you pay to have Willow cloned, and would you do it again?
So it cost 50 grand. Oh. A lot of my savings out the window, but if I could go back in time, would I do it again? Hell yeah, I would do it again.
So Courtney, I have to ask, I'm sure that you get some flack from time to time.
Yeah.
What do you say to people who accuse you of cloning your dog to stay relevant on social media? Honestly,
it's a controversial topic. I can't blame people for thinking that it's negative. I mean, I totally understand that, and I understand where they might be coming from. But I mean, they don't know me. I didn't care about social media. I didn't really have a following with Willow. I had made an account for her. It was a small thing. I wasn't even thinking about that. Now that the cloning thing happened and Instagram has blown up over the years, I found kind of a responsibility to kind of talk about and educate people on my cloning experience, and maybe that it's not necessarily for everyone, and that maybe it's just kind of situational.
No, it's not clearly not for everybody, but I think it worked for you. There was special circumstances. You had your own reasons. You were able to pull it off. You have no regrets. So thank you for sharing a really interesting story, Courtney.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
Nice having you. And again, I do want to remind you, people out there are so many loving dogs in need of forever homes. So for more information, you can check it out at our website at thedoctorstv.com.